The faculty, esteemed guests, families, friends, those in person and those online, welcome to the graduation for class of 2026. And most importantly, class of 2026. Congrats! How are we feeling? Good? My name is Anmol, and today I'm standing here as a graduating master's student in computer science. But in many ways, I'm also standing here as the 18-year-old version of myself, who first arrived at UCLA 5 years ago. Excited, nervous, and with no idea how deeply this place would shape what I am today. When I first came to UCLA, I thought college would be about classes, finding out a career, internships, all of that stuff. And of course, it was those things. But somewhere between eating meals on the go, late night chats with my friends, and just telling myself I'll sleep after this one last thing, UCLA became much, much more than that. It became home. Over the last 5 years, this campus has seen every version of me. The version who felt confident, the version who felt completely overwhelmed, the version who thought everyone else had it figured out, the version who stared at a screen for hours because one bug refused to disappear, and the version who slowly learned that growth is not always loud or obvious. Sometimes it looks like showing up again the next morning and trying one more time. And that is why today means so, so much. Because commencement is not only about celebrating what we have completed. It's about honoring everything it took to become the people who completed it. And as a graduate student, I know that this journey can be very different. Some of us were here for one intense year, trying to compress a lifetime of growth into just a couple of quarters. Some spent years in research, pushing through trial and error, small breakthroughs, and long stretches of uncertainty. Some balanced school with work, family, financial pressure, visa stress, and questions about what would be next. All while carrying struggles that no transcript could fully ever show. No matter what path brought us here, I think many of us know what it feels like to quietly ask ourselves, at some point, am I really capable of this? I know I did. But standing here today, I think one of the biggest lessons that my parents actually have been working hard to instill in me for the past few years is that confidence does not come from always knowing the answer. It comes from knowing that we can survive not knowing it yet. And I think UCLA is our lived experience of this lesson. We learn how to keep going through uncertainty. We learn how to work through frustration, and we learn that failure is not the opposite of progress. Very often, it's what progress looks like before it makes sense. And that lesson really, really matters in engineering. Because the world we are entering will ask us more than technical skills alone. It will ask us for judgment. It will ask us for responsibility. It will ask us to build systems, tools, and ideas that shape how people live, work, and connect with one another. So, yes, let's be proud of ourselves and everything we've learned here. But let us also remember what should guide that knowledge. Let us carry empathy with our intelligence, integrity with our ambition, and humility with our success. Let us remember the professors who challenged us, the mentors who guided us, the friends who studied with us, stressed with us, and probably panic texted us before deadlines. Let us remember the families who supported us through every difficult moment, even when they may not have fully understood what we were studying. And let us remember to thank ourselves too, for the resilience we showed in private, for the hard days nobody saw, for the moments we wanted to give up but did not. Today is a graduation, but in many ways, it's also a goodbye to a version of ourselves. For me, that feels especially personal. After 5 years at UCLA, it's hard to imagine my life not being measured in quarters, not walking around our beautiful, beautiful campus, not being surrounded by a place that has grown on me so much and means so much. But maybe that is what makes this moment so powerful. We are leaving, but we are not leaving empty-handed. We leave with knowledge, we leave with friendships, we leave with memories, and we leave knowing that we can do hard things. So, to the class of 2026, whether your next step is industry, research, another degree, a startup, or simply taking a moment to breathe before you figure it out, I hope you move forward with confidence. Not because the road ahead will always be easy, but because you now know what you are capable of carrying. Let us go forward, ready to build meaningful things. Let us go forward, ready to solve hard problems. And most importantly, let us go forward, ready to be thoughtful, grounded, and kind in the way we use what we learned. Thank you to UCLA for 5 unforgettable years. Thank you to my family and friends, for whom me speaking here today is actually a complete surprise. So, surprise. And congratulations, class of 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmond. We will now recognize the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy. Will the